My SUV filled my tiny garage for many months. I swapped the engine, I fixed the transmission, replaced the whole front end, well, all the components in the front end, and a whole bunch of other things. And if you saw my last video, I started her up. Today, I moved her out. Now it's time for the rest of my fleet to get some attention. I'm Big Red, and I'm going to show you how you can do tough jobs in a tiny two-car garage. Don't let the size fool you. You can get a lot done in a small space like this. For example, I just swapped the engine in my SUV right here in this garage. And I captured the whole engine swap on beautiful video, and we indexed all of it so you can find exactly what you're looking for. I put a camera on my head and a camera over my shoulder. It's all synced up so you will not miss a thing. And you can buy the video if you want to support us at bigred.media. That's on the web, bigred.media. This is my 2012 Honda Accord. It's been a great car for the last 8 years. I've done all the maintenance myself. Let's see what maintenance it needs now. So even though this car hasn't really seen this garage in a long time because of that engine swap, it's mostly good. Looks like it needs an oil change, and the washer motor is dead in it. So we need to fix that. So to do that, I'm gonna need to remove the whole front bumper to replace that one part. Hondas they're okay. So after I've changed the oil and replaced that washer motor, she should be all good. Time to move on to the next car. This is a 2006 Pontiac Torrent, which I'd never heard of before my daughter got it. They bought it from a friend. It's a good car. It runs well, but when we got it, it had a couple of problems. The heater didn't work, which we got fixed, which you need to do. We live in frozen north. We also are hearing a lot of noise coming from the car. It sounds like it might be the I don't know. It might be the muffler. I don't know. So we're going to take a look at it, see what else it needs, and go from there. Okay, preliminary inspections all done. Looks like we got no rust. Looks like a nice car. It's got a good air filter. A lot of stuff looks good on it. Brakes are good. It has drum brakes on it, so I'll have to take a closer look at that, but they look good. It does need a new muffler. Now I thought that it might need a catalytic converter, but luckily that's not the case. Just needs a new muffler. It needs a shock absorber on the hood, or whatever you call that thing that holds the hood up, because it kept wanting to fall on my head. And it has an engine light, so we'll need to run some OBD diagnostics on that to see what else might be wrong, but it runs good. It's pretty good on gas, so we don't expect to see too much out of that. Once we get an oil change, she'll be good to go. And this is my son's 2005 Honda Civic. He bought it back in 2014. Got an okay price for it. Started working on it. Took a look at the front end. It needed some bolts. It had been sitting in a field for a long time. But we got it running, and he drove it for a little while until it started overheating. Well, we found out that we needed to put a new head gasket on it. The shop was going to charge a ton of money, so we decided to do it ourselves. I think at the time that was the biggest job that I'd ever done. It was certainly the biggest job that he'd ever done, my son. And it turned out to be a little trickier than we thought. I think that the head was warped. I think that if the head wasn't warped, maybe the header was warped. I don't know. But the engine ended up burning out. And so we decided to go ahead and just swap a new engine in here. So when we're thinking about swapping a new engine, you can get a like-for-like engine, which is essentially what I did with the SUV. I put the same engine in it that burned up. This one, I don't know, we're thinking about doing a performance swap or something. We'll see. We'll take a look at the price and we'll see. So what projects do you have lined up for your tiny garage? Let me know in the comments. So that's it for today. Please subscribe to our channel. And I asked you a question, so leave a comment. Also, if you want to see the engine swap that I did on the SUV, come and visit our website at bigred.media. We're also going to do the same recording on the Honda Civic. And so you can follow along by watching the channel to see us swap this engine out. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.